So mush some of the, take a branch and mush some of the Vaseline into the tinder. Stir it up real good among the tinder and get the spark going, get it on fire. And then set some twigs on top of the tinder, let that catch on fire. Wait a few minutes, or well, not a few minutes, but wait several seconds. Let it get going real good, and then throw it into your main campfire or your main firewood, and let it catch. With a fire like this that you started like this, you have to keep feeding it with little twigs and let the flame keep burning. And then once the flame gets going pretty good, and the bigger logs or the bigger pieces of wood catch fire, then you can stop or slow down on feeding the fire. So at first you want to start out by catching fire to see it's going out already, because I'm not busy feeding it twigs. So once the twigs burn out, the fire will go out, because it hadn't had enough time to catch fire to the bigger logs. So you got to keep feeding it with little twigs, let the fire keep going, and it would help to also break down some of the bigger logs into splits by batoning it or using an axe to split it. But I'm just showing you a demonstration on how to get the fire started. How to keep the fire going is another procedure where you want to take bigger pieces of wood, more thicker rope wood, and baton it into basically splinters, so it'll catch fire. You can keep feeding the fire with that until the bigger logs in the fire catch on. But that's how you do it, folks. And for, as y'all saw, batoning. For batoning, I mean, for chopping the branches, even the bigger branches, I used the Camp 10. And then for feathering and batoning, which I did not do in this video, do that some other time, I would be using the BK10. And it did a pretty decent job of feathering. You have to use it in a certain way. You can't just go straight down, although it was cutting pretty good first couple of times, but then you'd catch hiccups. The best way to do it is start from almost the curved part of the blade and just go straight down using the entire length of the blade, like in a this motion, and let the blade do all the work. And as you can see, it yeah, go straight down, but start from the curve of the blade all the way down, and you'll get a pretty decent feather. Ideally, you want to feather sticks that have no knots. You want a unobstructed path. So there's a knot right there, so you want to cut the wood here and start down feathering that way, but of course with a longer stick. And here's a knot right here. So knotty branches or sticks with knots in them are very hard to feather, so try to get a piece of stick that doesn't have knots in it. Alright, thanks for watching.